if tomorrow Max Verstappen just left Formula 1? No retirement tour, no goodbye race, just gone. Sounds dramatic, but here's the thing. From systems perspective, this might be the most destructive event F1 could have experienced right now. Let's start with something simple. Right now, Verstappen isn't just winning, he's compressing competition. Well, was. Because you remember the first 3 races of the season, don't you? In physics, when one object dominates a system, it changes how everything else behaves. Think of gravity. One massive object bends space around it. That's Verstappen. Teams don't just try to win, they try to beat him specifically. Strategies shift, car development shifts, even driver psychology shifts. Remove him, and then suddenly the system relaxes. Here's something people don't talk about enough. Drivers don't race in isolation. They race in mental reference frames. Right now, the benchmark is, am I faster than Verstappen? If he disappears, that reference point collapses, and then suddenly, more drivers believe they can win, risk-taking increases, and racing becomes less predictable. In behavioral science, this is called constraint removal. More chaos, more overtakes, and more mistakes. Better racing. If your chick hicks, now let's talk about Red Bull racing. Because Verstappen isn't just a driver, he's a data amplifier. Every lap he drives gives engineers perfect feedback. Where grip is missing, where her balance breaks, where performance can be pushed. Take him out, and then suddenly the development slows down. Why? Because not all drivers extract the same signal from the car. In steering terms, you lose your highest resolution sensor, and that affects everything. Now, zoom out. F1 isn't just a sport, it's an entertainment system. And every system needs tension. Right now, tension comes from one question. Can everyone beat Verstappen? Remove him? And the narrative changes instantly. It becomes, who's the best? That sounds similar, but it's completely different because now multiple winners become possible, championships become unpredictable, fans re-engage with uncertainty, and uncertainty is what makes the sport addictive. I just liked the sport from day one when I watched the Austrian Grand Prix. Now, here's the interesting part. Verstappen has already hinted that he doesn't want to race forever. He's talked about sim racing, endurance racing, and even just living a normal life. But here's actually the problem here, because in some time, Max and Fernando are going to be racing Le Mans together. In sim racing, his PC kept crashing when he tried 24 hours of virtual Le Mans. But anyways, because at some point optimization gets boring. When you've already solved the system, what's left to prove? Here's the paradox. If Verstappen leaves, Formula 1 might actually become more exciting, but it also loses one of its most perfect drivers the sport has ever seen. And that's the trade-off. Do you want dominance, or do you want unpredictability? Because you ask yourself, is he making Formula 1 boring, or is he just showing us what perfection actually looks like? For example, 2024, or Sao Paulo, 2025, Sao Paulo, and a bunch of other comeback races he's done. Like, for example, back in 2016 when he did Sao Paulo, 16th to 3rd, and we can't forget that amazing save he did. So, and what happens when perfection disappears? I'm the mini commentator Chris, and I'm about to hit the DRS zone.